Great to be back on court with you. I've enjoyed it. You're hitting softer now.
I don't know if it was, you were coming on, it was early morning, you're trying to see if I'm still awake, but you were coming in quite fast.
Coming in hot.
New balls. Whenever I go away, I always think, oh, he's going to ping one off the glass and see how I'm dealing with that. But no, I've come back from Spain. I think the biggest thing I learned was about, actually pushing the ball. Coming from tennis, that's the one thing you shouldn't be doing.
All our junior career was don't be a pusher. Don't push the ball. And that mentality of like always attacking, always playing with full force in tennis is so different here.
I, for one, always an aggressive tennis player. So now coming into paddle and having that switch is tough.
Let's have a look at what we need to do from the back then.
Cool.
So when we're at the back, there's a real temptation to lift our arm up and take the elbow away and really smack through the ball. But we can't control the speed like that. So we need to keep the racket close to the line of the ball, and then it becomes almost more of a push. So we're in this situation here and we're pushing through the ball instead of trying to take a big swing and generating loads of power. So we keep the racket close to the line of the ball, and then I can even chiquita or I can lob from the same position here. Yeah, if it's close to the line, I can hit the lob or I can hit down to the feet. Tactically, it's so tough for me to hit a passing shot past a good volleyer. The best way for me to get to net, which is my objective from the back, is to hit either soft down to the feet or to play a lob. And either of those situations will allow me time to get forward. If I'm trying to hit really hard through that ball, I'm going to constantly be defending and in a position where I can't get to net. But if I hit soft down to feet, I get a chance, I lob, and then I can come forward. And that's what tactically we want to be doing from the back of the court. I mean, you were at net there, and every time I hit kind of fast, above waist height, you were like loving it, really.
Easy.
Yeah, it is easy, especially a good tennis player, good volleys, I'm in trouble, right?
Yeah. Ball was coming back twice as fast, wasn't it?
Yeah, as soon as I take the pace off, down to your feet, then you've got to hit up softly, then I get my chance to lob. And when I get my chance to lob, then I can come forward.
Yeah.
The question is now is technique. How are we doing that? Because obviously at the moment, a lot of tennis players are coming with big swings. We need to work out how we can push.
I mean, the backswing is key, isn't it? If you've got a big backswing, it's almost impossible to have that push.
Yeah, it's forgetting power generation. It's keeping the racket close to the line of the ball. Hit me a couple and we'll have a little look. But it's keeping that racket close to the line of the ball so that I don't have a big swing. I don't need a big swing because I've come in this position. And if Tom hits one off the back glass, hit one off the back glass for me, Tom, then I'm going to be in this position as well, where the racket is close to the line of the ball and I can hit really soft. If the ball bounces and my racket is far away from the ball, then there's no way I can hit slowly. I have to hit a fast swing. So I want this racket really close to the line of the ball so that I can control the speed, and also from the same position I can hit my lob.
It's funny when, at this point, he's giving me a lot nicer feeds than when I normally play with him. That's better. That's normally how it goes. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it, with the tennis swing versus the paddle swing. In tennis, we've always been taught the racket comes back and there's actually quite a lot of work to do. I mean, especially technique back here, and then the rest after the contact, the follow through is just, you kind of let go. Whereas I feel like with paddle, when you're in this position, a lot of the work is actually done from contact and follow through.
Yeah, I mean, tennis is all power generation, right? Like loading the legs, the take back, it's all to generate loads of power. Whereas in paddle, it's short, compact take back and the contact, and like you say, and then you follow through. And that's not just important at the back, that's also important with the volleys.
Yeah, and the feeling of it as well, that feeling of contact, it's a really strange feeling. I mean, coming from tennis, you're used to on contact, that feeling of letting go. So the arm is let go. But in paddle, that feeling of pushing and holding, and it's almost like the tension is still kind of slightly there on the follow through, right? Because you're pushing the ball. And
if you've ever watched World Padel Tour live, you can hear from the sound. In tennis, it's like a popping noise. Or when you're playing paddle and you hit hard, it's like a loud bang.
Like
but
a gunshot.
When the pros play, and especially from the back, it's almost like a kind of soft, cushiony kind of shot. It's not that pop that you would often hear. So, and it's bearing that in mind when you're at the back, that you're not trying to hit pop, you're actually trying to hit with control softer and push the ball to the other side. So a good place for people to go if they want to learn to hit slow. We've done a video before on how you can control the speed of the ball and hit slower.
Yeah, definitely need that.
Yeah.